Barbecue is everything. Barbecue is community. Barbecue is love. Food brings people together. And the aspect of you have these regions that have different type of styles and these people that are doing a lot for their community, because barbecue is uplifting a lot of communities that we don't even talk about. These TV shows just show all the great things that they want to show on the TV just to build a narrative.
They gon' have barbecue. They gon' have barbecue. They gon' have barbecue. They gon' have barbecue. Get your barbecue on. Get your barbecue.
Ever notice how the sound of sizzling meat and the smell of smoke can silence the noise of the world? Now that's barbecue therapy. If the fire moves you, like, subscribe, share, and help spread the message, because growth, like good barbecue, takes time and patience. Welcome to your therapy session. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Barbecue Therapy. My name is Tavis Bryant, your host. On today's episode of Barbecue Therapy, I'm chopping it up with the crew behind the Black Smoke Barbecue, a powerful and passionate voice in the barbecue world. Black Smoke isn't just a name, it's a movement. They're bringing pitmasters together from all over North America to spotlight the full culture of barbecue. Not just the food, but the people, the passion, the grind, and especially the stories that don't get heard. Whether it's backyard warriors, food truck hustlers, or content creators on the come up, they're using the mic and the internet to put a spotlight on it all, with a focus on African American experience in modern day barbecue. Let's get into it. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. I got one rule: make yourself at home, speak freely. There's no sponsors, so hey.
All right. Cool.
All right, I'm kicking my shoes off now, brother.
Do what you gotta
Kick
do.
my feet up.
Take my shirt off.
Welcome. So we got Jeff and Charlie, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
So actually, Jeffrey, and
No.
Charlie. Greer likes to be called Jeffrey,
Jeffrey.
but you can call him Greer as well,
Okay.
or Falcons fan, apparently.
All right. Welcome. And let's start with the origin. How did Black Smoke Barbecue come together, and what sparked the idea for the podcast, gentlemen?
Oh, go ahead, Jeff. Tell them the story, man.
Oh man, that really came about because we were all content creators of some sort. Me and Greer were both dealing with the company, or trying to work with a company, and eventually came to work with a grill company, and we were making content for YouTube. And we found that it wasn't a whole lot of creators that looked like us that was getting fed into our algorithm. And we came together from that. And then Charlie invited me on his podcast. And I'm still trying. Charlie, I can't even remember how that even came about, man. If you could fill in the blanks on that, because it's been a while now.
So I started a podcast called the Backyard Pitmasters Podcast from another podcast I was doing. And I was just trying to feel the atmosphere out, right? So I was doing it solo for a little bit, just out of fun on Sundays. And dude, I don't even remember how I think you commented or something. And I was like, hey, you want to come on the pod? And you were like, yeah. And we chopped it up a couple of times. And we had a great rapport. And we talked a while about the whole thing that you just said about there is opportunity for more representation for black people, because the algorithm on YouTube was not friendly to put us to the forefront. We talked for a while and we did a couple of episodes. There's another guy in our group called Terrence that was one of my co-hosts at the time. And we all just had a great rapport. And man, I'll let you pick it up from there, dude.
Yeah, and so from there, it started with the three of us, and we really came together more so as a support group, I guess you could say, in terms of bouncing other ideas off of each other for the algorithm and trying to grow our own channels and things like that. And it started off with us. It was us three, and then we found was Brandon and gosh.
It's been so long.
I'll just say we got a core group of guys that was about 7 guys. And we decided to sit down on StreamYard and record episode and talking about things barbecue and content creation and stuff like that. And Greer, do you have anything you want to throw in there, man?
I think you basically hit it all.
Okay. But that's how we came about, and then we grew from 7 to right now we're at 16 members, and started getting some guests for episodes, sitting down, defining some topics, looking at individual stories, looking at events and things like that going on across the country in barbecue. And we look at things from a couple different perspectives. From we have some of our guys that run food trucks, definitely in the competition side, the backyard barbecue side, the content creation side, be it short form and long form content. And we were just a support group for each other. But in the end, we really found that there were a lot of stories out there that needed to be told. And that was the biggest thing. And we started interviewing folks, and what you come to find is that it seems to be 6 degrees of separation in this world where, hey, you may not know somebody, but somebody knows somebody else, and then you go in somebody's DMs, and next thing you know, you got an interview, and that's how we started.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing then.
Yes, sir.
And everybody,
Yes, sir.
I ain't never used DM until I started doing this.
Hey, man, doesn't it feel creepy at first?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Am I stalking you?
yeah,
Who is this guy?
yeah.
So I don't want them to think it's spam or anything, but I got a positive reception though. So that's what I
Good
like
deal.
about the barbecue culture community, that everybody's so friendly and welcoming. And
Oh, yeah.
reaching out, because the crazy thing about it, the main people that reached out when I started was podcast people. Y'all, another podcast, the Pitmaster podcast, a guy, Anthony Lujan, he reached out.
Yeah.
Another guy here in Georgia, Barbecue for Newbies, he reached out and just asked if I had any questions, feel free. And I was like, cool. But there was a couple people I reached out to that I didn't hear from, but I expected that from some people, but mostly,
He had a feeling.
yeah, when they find somebody creeping on their territory. Some people don't like to share their toy. But that's a story for a different day. But what's the most people y'all had on at one time?
Oh, man. I think I remember we had Thyron Matthews and most of the crew, Joey Victorian, and most of the crew from Barbecue Showdown Season 2, I think it was. Or was it Season 3, Jeff? Season 2? It feels
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 2.
Yeah, they were at Melissa Colston's place, and they were just chopping it up on camera with us. Yeah, we had a few people on our side, and they just took up the room. But yeah, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All
It's a
right.
fun conversation.
Okay, I bet it was. Barbecue is more than food, it's culture. How do you define the culture, and why was it important to you to share it through a podcast?
Who goes first?
Charlie, I'll let you go first on that one, bro.
Growing up, barbecue was just like a way of life type of thing. It was passive, right? You lived the life. You had relatives that you were close to that just did it. And you looked up to them because of how they nurtured the community. But they didn't really get any acclaim. They didn't get any praise. And we're in this age of how barbecue is used as a commercial tool now, and it takes away from maybe the origin of how barbecue was. So when I look at our approach to, I would say, big up and the people that really doing a lot for the community in the industry of barbecue, we look at the people that are like us, and the way that I see it is, barbecue is everything. Barbecue is community. Barbecue is love. Food brings people together. And the aspect of, you have these regions that have different type of styles, and these people that are doing a lot for their community, because barbecue is uplifting a lot of communities that we don't even talk about. These TV shows just show all the great things that they want to show on the TV just to build a narrative, but when you go to those festivals, those cookouts, and you see the backyard, the competition cooks, they remind you of growing up and your relative just burning and turning on that smoker, that grill, and it makes you feel like this is home. And no matter what happens in the universe, we always want to make sure that the story is told and never lost of the contribution that people like us have made to the culinary industry of barbecue. And it really hits home to me because I love creating food. I love feeding people. And when you talk to all these people, I'm sure when you talk to all these people and tell their stories, you just relate. And it's all love. It's all love. Barbecue feels like love because you dedicate a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money. It's not a cheap thing. It's not an easy thing. It's a tough fight, but you do it out of love. And we just want to project that to the world to let them know that this is what barbecue is all about.
Definitely true. And that's the reason why I started this, just to get people's stories out, and just those that don't get much exposure and they got skills. There's other people besides the people they always showing that got skill in doing this, and there's other people out there that have a story from that they mental issues or anything going on in their life, that barbecue, just something simple as barbecue, just take them to another place where they can just get away for a second and just relax. It's creative. It's like art to me. So that's why I named it Barbecue Therapy, because I listened to y'all episode called Barbecue Therapy like 3-4 times, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's where I got the name from. After I listened to the episode, I listened to it just last week. And it touched me to say, hey, let me get out here and do something to help and bring tips and motivation stories to other people also. They doing their thing. I'm going to get out here and help do my thing to help educate people that want to learn how to barbecue but don't know how. Maybe want to run a food truck or get in a restaurant or content create but don't know where to start. So I want to get out here and bring y'all on so y'all can help boost them in the right direction, or bring other people that expertise or have products that make things easier on people. So that's basically why I started, is just to help people. I can care less about making money. I got a job. And I didn't pay for the service for the whole year, so I can sit here and look at the screen for 30 hours a month. So it's just about helping people. I have a heart for helping people. It's just bottom line. And there's a lot of people that sit there and watch around the corner and watch people sink, where they can easily help them or give them a word or a hand to help them up. But a lot of people like to see people crash and burn, and I don't understand it. It just baffles me. It's just gatekeeping and hogging information, but it's not benefiting anybody if you hogging information that can save people, because somebody might be going through something, and you don't want nobody to hold information from somebody, one of your loved ones, just because you do it. So that's pretty much the reason why I started this, is just therapy. I love barbecue. That's why I was telling you I can do an interview late at night and get up the next morning, early the next morning. I love this. So I don't mind being tired. I don't mind helping people, giving people information. I just love barbecue that much, and the community that much. It touched me that much being around the barbecue people. And just like y'all reaching out to me and making me feel welcome. It wasn't he got a podcast. We ain't helping him. I'm not thinking about him. Let him figure it out. No, y'all reach out to me. Hey, what y'all need?
Exactly.
We can all eat.
Yep.
The table's big enough.
Yeah, man.
There's many people out there. There's millions of stories to be heard out there. It's just like an expressway. There's 6 lanes in the expressway. Everybody just go.
Unless it's 285. Then we just stop.
We can look at each other out the window. Definitely. That's pretty much the way I see it. There's avenues that people haven't hit yet. And a lot of people are tired of hearing the same stories, seeing the same people. And it's time for people like y'all to bring in new voices, new perspectives that people don't think about. Like I said, that mental health one, it was excellent.
Appreciate that, man.
So, and that's why I keep it on my phone, just to listen to it like at least a couple times a month, just to continue to motivate me, because that stuff is serious. Because as men, a lot of us, we don't talk about the stuff we go through, and we hold it in, and we need a release. But that barbecue is that release, and it takes you away from just everyday hassles of life. So I don't mean to
Totally
take over
agree.
my own podcast. I'm
Man,
talking to
hey,
y'all, but
this is your. Hey, you do what you want. We just chilling.
but that's definitely why I started this, though.
Yeah, man. It's all about love, dude. Barbecue is community. We had a couple episodes about that, and it helped a lot of people. I know during the pandemic, everybody was going through it, and I broke out the Weber kettle and just started grilling every day, just to have an outlet. I grilled a lot before when things got tough, and you really couldn't maneuver around like you want to get creative, and you want to just create. That fire does something to you. I don't know what it is about the fire. It just resonates deep in your heart, and it just makes you pull out something like with emotion. When you see that fire burning, nothing else matters really. Although you try not to burn yourself, but yeah, but it's one of those things, man.
Yeah, that's when I ran across barbecue during COVID. That's when I started taking it serious. Because we growing up, all we had was the little black kettles, and I've lived by myself since I was 17. But so I ain't had no formal person teaching me how to grill. So I used to play around. Too much lighter fluid, stuff tasting like lighter fluid. Get frustrated. So around COVID, I went to somebody's house. And I went in their garage, and they had Pit Boss pellet grill. I was like, what kind of grill is this? We ain't never seen nothing like that. So I was still working during COVID, so that's when they sent a stimulus check, and I'm like, I'm still working, so I don't know what to do with this. So I thought about the new
ideas.
grill. I was like, I'm gonna buy me a grill. So that's when I bought me my first pellet grill, which made life easier, so I could focus on learning how to prep the meat and more about the meat seasoning and stuff like that, because the grill was a little bit easier to work. So that's when I started deep diving and got more and more focused into doing barbecue and stuff. So I think COVID, but it was bad, but for me, it gave me the gateway that I needed into barbecue.
Oh yeah.
How did each of y'all run into barbecuing early in your lives? Is it all family members, or did y'all teach yourselves, or?
Oh man, so many stories.
Who want
Yeah,
to
go
go
ahead, Greer.
first?
Go ahead, Greer. Go ahead.
All right, I'll go first. So for me, I would say it started at a young age. So growing up, didn't have the most money and stuff in a little poor area. So barbecue wasn't something that was all the time. So we talking like 4th of July, maybe another day out the year. So I'm just this little kid running around eating this food. And I'm like, man, this is good. What are the ribs? And I'm like, what is this stuff dripping off of it? But it tastes good. Barbecue sauce and stuff. So it was like, man, I need more of this. But of course, didn't really happen then. And as I got older, I really didn't have much to do with it. And then, as it says, therapy, right? So I'm retired Army. So it just so happened that coming back from deployment, I had lost some people I knew, one person I knew for a long time. And I ended up buying me a offset smoker and started doing barbecue. And during that time, it gave me that space I needed to clear my mind of all the stuff that had happened. And at that point, it's like it went from something to do for therapy to something that I like to do, to me wanting to do a little more and a little more until it got to the point that I'm at now, where now it's like thinking if I even want to start like a food truck or something from doing it.
Ooh, exclusive.
And now I don't even look at it as work anymore. I look at it as more of a hobby that I enjoy doing. And it ain't even for me. It's more about seeing the reaction of the people eating the food, if they like it or not or whatever. Because I like to experiment with stuff. So I'll be like, if I eat it myself, I'm going to be like, man, it tastes good. But you need that outside opinion. Like my kids, if it's horrible, they going to let me know. So I'm like, if they like it, that shit's snapping because they hard to please. So they my little gauges to see if I need to keep something to tweak it some more. But yeah, barbecue, man, I personally would have never thought that would have been what I needed in my life to get through something. But it's a great thing.
It's a cool story.
I guess with me, I won't say that I really had any ties to barbecue when I was young. I remember cookouts and going up to Richmond to see family and cousins and stuff like that, and them having cookouts and things of that nature. My family is more like my immediate family is more like a hamburgers and hot dogs type when it came to the grill. I didn't really get into barbecue until it was, man, it was like 2013, 2012, something like that. And I had relocated for work, and the job I had was a high stress job. Moved out to Ferguson, Missouri, and was working out there. And long days at work, sometimes about 12 hours or whatever. And I come home and I sit up here and smoke a cigar out on the balcony, and just to de-stress from the day. And dude, I was shopping in Walmart and saw one of those the same little, look like $20-$25 grill that they had with they have it in a blue top or a red top with a black bottom, the little square one that we all know. Oh, yeah. And I just got one of those to get on my balcony and start looking on YouTube and found out about snake method and stuff like that. But I started grilling steaks after work, and okay, that's pretty good. Then found out about the snake method, started trying to do some ribs and stuff like that and slow cooks on that little grill, and just made that into a little smoker. And it was just one of those things where it was really like a de-stressing and a relaxation thing, almost therapy, like Greer said. And that's when I really got into it, and then moved to Atlanta and really got into it. Bought a Smoke Hollow smoker. And this thing had a firebox on one end, and then it also had it was like a firebox, and then it had the area right there next to the firebox. And on the other side, it had a small propane side. Then it also had a infrared searer on the other side. And man, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. Even though I was out there halfway jacking up a bunch of stuff, I was like, man, I got 4 different options here. I thought I was really doing something. And I really started learning how to break things down, and then also really getting into smoking and learning that one of the things I learned then was, okay, you can start off slow or you can start off low and slow, and it's easy to correct those things it's easier to sit up here and say, okay, I'm going to smoke this and I need to turn the temperature up, rather than sit up here and trying to sear a steak and then overshooting your temperature. Things like that. So I started picking up on the barbecue side of things and the low and slow, and that's what really got me into it. But I found that it was just relaxing, man. It was one of those things where you're sitting outside, and as long as I knew hey, I can go outside and I'm out there for 3-4 hours, got me a little drink, got me a cigar, got some music, and life was good at that moment. It's one of those things where that's what it was, man. You could just chill and relax and just have a good time. And that's what really got me into barbecue. There was more so just the time I had to myself with the people that I love with barbecue.
I would say with me, it was once a year that we would have a family reunion, and one of the older members of the family would cook a whole hog. So that was always a thing that I remember. And my dad used to order pork from this guy that he used to work with. So we used to have these treats in the house every once in a while. And my dad would, once he was off work, he used to work shift work a lot. When he was off for maybe 4 days after he worked a good week and a half, he would sit on our front porch, and I remember he had one of those cheap grills with the red top one, and he was burning something. So the neighbors called the fire department, and it was funny because there was so much smoke coming out, right? But he would be religiously cooking ribs or something every other weekend at least. When it got to a point when I was older and I came home from college, it was more of a form of bonding with my father. So we used to sit out on the patio after church. I'm grilling some ribs, and it wasn't the charcoal grill, it was the gas grill. Yeah, I do what it was his grill. I couldn't choose, but we were just grilling out there, drinking some Miller High Life and just chilling. It was a bonding experience. We would talk about deep conversations and all that, right? So life happened, and I moved away because of work, and I always had that urge. I always loved grilling. Even in an apartment where I shouldn't have had a grill, I still did. Almost burned down the thing one time. They didn't put me out. It was great. I had an electric grill, and I didn't clean it so well one time, and I had some burgers on there, and I was chilling inside watching the game, and I went outside and I'm like, oh, I'm about to burn down the apartment. This is great. Moving on, I always had this desire to perfect elements of how I cook things, and I really tried to refine certain techniques. So they put me in charge of grilling for major cookouts during the year, family gatherings and all that. Chicken, I was the only one that probably didn't undercook the chicken when it was on the grill, because I paid attention to people that were before me and how they did their techniques. And fast forward to the pandemic, I went full steam ahead, got on YouTube, and really started to research how these different techniques, the fire management and all that worked. And it just blew my mind how people would gravitate and just congregate around the grill and really appreciate the final product that you give them. And just to see the smile on their face, man, it was everything. And that opened up a way of creativity, and my culinary skills got better just because of barbecue. I credit my culinary level of cooking from the skills I learned from barbecue. And ever since I embraced barbecue, everything's just opened up. I met these great guys that we're always trying to big up the community, and barbecue just opened up avenues of relationships, balance of emotions, going back to the whole therapy thing. And I don't know, now when you look at barbecue, it's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. And it wasn't like that before. And that's great. And it just makes like level set that how the transitions that we went through to get to a certain place, people are starting to get there now. And it just feels like really special.
Yeah. Just in our community, growing up, we didn't have money like that to be buying ribs and all that stuff. So I caught a few episodes of Barbecue Pitmasters coming up, but other than that, I didn't know really much about barbecue. We couldn't afford ribs and stuff like that. We just trying to make it. Once I got out there and got to experiment with it, I mean, it just like, how did all this exist and I didn't even know about it? I didn't know nothing about competitions, where to go for competitions or anything like that. Just doing research and just having to research and look all over the place, ask questions. So that's why I also started this, just to make it easier for people, because I have to explain a lot of times that competitions exist out there now when they see my shirt or something like that. And I'm trying to make it easier for folks to access this community and be a part of it and endorse it, because it's relaxing, it's fun, it brings people together. You like seeing people taste your food. You're sitting there looking at them in the face when they bite it just to see how they're going to react.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
And then be like, you lying. No,
but you can tell when somebody put on or not. You can tell.
Exactly. So that's what I like about it. But I'm glad I ran across it and found out about it. And I like the joys of buying different seasonings, buying different meats. Just sometimes I will come down here in the morning when I used to have time to grill, and my wife and them don't see me until the afternoon. I'm just down here just grilling different stuff, just playing around, practicing and stuff like this.
Practice? You say practice?
Yeah, because I had no culinary. Since I was living by myself, I was just cooking the best I could.
I think we all were. Oh, trust me, I burned a lot of stuff. There was one time trying to use the offset the wrong way. The wrong way, trust me. I'll tell you about that one day. And it was so bad, my grandmother, because I was in charge of cooking for her every Sunday, my grandmother gave me a look. She was like, dang it. And it hurt my feelings. It still stays with me to this day. Don't mess up Sunday dinner. That made me get better.
Okay, which one of y'all? I guess y'all was talking on one episode about somebody that cooked a brisket. Was it in an hour
That
or
was
whatever.
That's T.
See that 20-minute brisket
20
that his
minute
friend did?
brisket.
Flip it like steak.
I was like, what?
And not to put T out there, that was T's boy that invited him over that was cooking like that. T wasn't cooking it that way, those, but he got invited over there. That's how they were cooking.
Oh, okay.
I love
It's
this.
20 minutes. What, he was cooking on 1,000 degrees?
The dude cut it up like steak?
Yeah.
I think he probably should have. I don't know if YouTube existed back then or not, but maybe he should have looked at YouTube.
Exactly. Or ask questions or something. How has the internet, as far as YouTube, podcast, social media, changed the game for barbecue culture as well as storytelling?
Man.
Well-
Change. Go ahead, Greer.
Okay, no, I was going to say, I think basically it depends on whose barbecue we talking about.
Right.
Because
Fact.
lighter skinned people's barbecue seem to get that algorithm love and is out there for everybody. The more tanned people barbecue stories and stuff don't really get that play, so it's not really reaching the masses as the other style. And to me, I ain't gonna say it's a little cultural appropriation, but I am gonna say it's a little cultural appropriation
Totally.
to what they do. So it's like, why watch a carbon copy when you can watch the original? So
Hallelujah.
I think in the social, all that stuff can be a great source for getting your stuff out if they fix that algorithm and let
Yeah.
the right people get out.
And I got a two-pronged answer to that, to piggyback off what Greer was saying. I think in terms of the social media side, if you would have sat down and told me 10 years ago, I'd be working with 15, 16 guys that I met online, through barbecue and things like that. And we came together and made something happen and made a podcast. And we have relationships, we have guests, we run a show, things of that nature. I wouldn't have necessarily believed that something like that would happen. And that again shows barbecue and shows community. We just recorded episode 77 last night, and a bunch of guests on from varied backgrounds, James Beard Award winners, all kind of folk, from backyard barbecue pitmasters to James Beard Award winners. And that's what the internet and social media has brought to us. The other side of it too is when you sit down and look at some of these things. Charlie, T, and Brandon just went. I was at Country Style last year, and they went this past Saturday, and that is literally I'd say the biggest black cook-off in the country. Last year was over 10,000 people there, and when you look at it, it's known in our circles. But it's not one of these things to where it's like out there to the level of where you hear about, Memphis in May or some of these other competitions where you got a ton of people out there. And so my thing is, when it comes to those stories and the level of barbecue, and again, what was seen this past weekend was that backyard flavor, not necessarily the stuff where you see at the KCBS competitions, and not knocking them or anything like that, but that stuff this past weekend was down home flavor that you can sit and eat and enjoy, not this stuff where you got to take one bite because they put all this MSG and everything else to get in that one flavor, one bite to impress the judge. This is something you can feed your family. Y'all can sit back and have a good time and all that. And that's the type of stuff that I enjoy. But my thing is, I want to get those type stories out more to let everybody see, hey, this is really, if you want to really go back to it, this is how barbecue originated. And this is what the really good food tastes like that people eat. Not this stuff that's going to put you in a diabetic coma or spike your blood pressure and everything else when you take one bite. So,
Yeah.
That's definitely something we deal with. So we don't need no more sugar.
I totally co-sign with that. This year, Brandon T and I were judges. Jeff was supposed to be there, but conflicts happened. But we judged brisket. Now, I believe if we are in like a KCBS type of competition, I think at the 5th team, I probably would have tapped out. But to Jeff's point, this is backyard cooking, like good eating stuff. And the level of talent by just giving the down-home flavor at country style would blow your mind. And this just is just beautiful. You have all these I think it's 50 teams that are there, and they're just there to basically uplift the community. They're there for competition, but it's always to uplift the community, right? And they're doing their best to make people appreciate the time and effort they took to come out to this really small town in South Carolina to give back to the community by giving scholarships and by putting money back into the county. And the level of food quality that you get is freaking amazing, man. Like, you would eat yourself silly if you go there. I'm telling you, you eat yourself silly. We had 11 teams that we judged with brisket. I was able to eat more food after that. Not much, but to just point, it's not so rich that it would put you in a diabetic coma. This food is something that you put on the table, maybe like at a family reunion, a repast at church. You know how the repast goes, and people just congregate and just tear that food up, man. Just love it, man.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I was saying, I think before we started, that it needs more exposure. It's not getting the exposure. Art is very underrated. Art for very underrated, and you need to be put out there just like the rest of the competitions. I mean, because the amount of people that comes through there is pretty much probably more than some of the bigger competitions like Jack Daniels and Memphis May and American Royal and all that stuff, but they try to hide it and not show the success of what he's doing and only show the ones that they want to show. And a lot of people don't even know about country style. I actually ran across it on YouTube just last year, ran across Art Fennell and his videos and stuff, and that's when I seen the country style. And I was like, I didn't even know this existed. And now,
man, you got hooked, didn't you?
once I saw it, I was like, wow, this looks like home. And I'm looking at all the people around there and all the videos.
This is our mission. Like, Art Fennell is an award-winning journalist. He has a stellar career. He reported at inaugurations, and he's putting money back in this community by having these cook-offs every year on Father's Day. And our mission is to have people at the forefront like this, because he's bringing communities together. People are traveling thousands of miles to come to this competition. It's growing every year, and it's doing great things. Art Fennell should be the level of exposure that should be given to country style at this point should be televised, I think. Maybe in my opinion, I don't know. But it is so beneficial to the culture that we should always try to push it that next level so everybody can experience it.
Yeah, because if you go to the other competitions, there's not too many people that look like us there. We're a minority there, and the ones that get the exposure be the same ones that you see all the time, but you got other ones that are just as good as them at country style that can hang. That's what I would like to see, all of them together.
Yeah.
Reach out to Art. Hey, bring your people on and get everybody together. Just have one big Super Bowl barbecue and just get them all together and see who barbecue the best. It is competition. It's fun. It ain't got nothing to do with race or anything. It's just who got the best barbecue. Generally, who got the best barbecue.
That's right.
I would love to see. So that's why I give him his props for what he's doing, because he don't have to do it. I'm pretty sure he's well taken care of, but he's doing it just to take care of the place that he came from and show and bring up his people up with him to his level and put money in their pocket and show that he appreciates them for helping him get to where he's been and not forget where he came from. So that's why I love it. I love his videos. A lot of them are funny. A lot of people get to see that side of life that they don't get to see, with people cooking out of anything that they can find and different meats that most people ain't going to eat. So I was like, people need to see that, because that's our ancestors did that a lot of times, because we weren't out there buying gigantic offsets and all these other rotisserie grills and stuff like that. We was grilling off whatever we can find. So it's good to see that where we come from and showing the genuine side of barbecue, and not this, I guess, everybody coming in with these $100,000 rigs and gigantic shiny grills and stuff like that. But I definitely give him his props on what he's doing though.
Oh yeah.
So how do y'all go about deciding to bring people on the show, and what kind of stories you feel that get overlooked in the mainstream barbecue world?
Oh, go ahead,
Man,
take
we
that, Jeff.
pretty much, we put it up to a vote, but we just asked for input from the guys. Hey, who do you think? What type of stories do you like? What do you see with these folks? And a lot of times we find that, especially like from last year, Country Style, we found that one episode or one interview led to another, and somebody was recommending somebody else or whatever. And then sometimes it gets to a point where it's, yeah, man, I was waiting for y'all to get me on. And so, but a lot of the stories, man, like I say, we're looking for folks who, they may be lesser known or they may be popular, but a certain aspect of their story may not have been told yet, or they may be dealing with it from the, or their aspect of their story may have been touched on, but it dealt with the commercial wide band portion of it, where we get down to the roots of it. How'd you grow up? What got you into barbecue? What do you, when you look at us, when you look at Black Pitmasters, what do you think? How can you, what advice do you have? Those type of things. How do you help people in terms of scaling and growing their brand? Things of that nature. So it's a lot that goes into it, but like I say, we just sit down and we pick out guests, we put it up for a vote, and we all just have input and suggestions on that.
Okay. And let's talk about legacy. What do you feel that people get wrong or overlooked about African American contributions to barbecue history?
Yeah.
They get a lot wrong, man.
Yeah, I think I'll start off here. I don't think it's touched on enough. I really don't think it's touched on enough. I think when people sit up here and people think about barbecue in the present day sense, and they think of it in the terms of not necessarily what's comfortable to them, but what they see barbecue as. They may think, and somebody may think of barbecue as, okay, there's this barbecue rub that so-and-so makes, and I saw it in Walmart, and that's barbecue to me, or whatever. But when you sit back and you look at the history, and you look at how the origins of barbecue and how folks had to sit up here, we go back to slavery and folks taking lesser cuts of meat. We started low and slow for a reason, because it had to be started that way. Yeah, so you had to take 8-10 hours to break down and all that stuff, and you got some good flavor out of it and things like that, and then it started feeding generations. But people don't want to talk about that, and my thing is, don't get uncomfortable with it. It's a fact of how it happened. So go ahead and bring that up and talk about it, and it's okay. But don't sit up here and just try and act like it didn't happen. It didn't come about that way. We had a pitmaster, Daniel Hammond, out of Chicago, and he said it point blank. He said, we're the forefathers of barbecue. There's nothing wrong with saying that, nothing wrong with admitting that. But that's the way that it happened, because of the way it got started, the way pit cooking and everything else. So just acknowledge it, and it's okay to say that.
Yeah, definitely. Because back then, that's all we had. Most time we were living outside, so we didn't have no ovens, we had no stoves. You just had fire, sticks, and you did what you had to do. So
You built you a pit, cooked whatever you needed to.
I mean, it is what it is, and somebody just probably seen the ideal of it and say, hey, it's like that. That's a grill. Let me make this into a ideal and stuff. They probably invented the grill, but we invented the barbecuing. So it's just taking
Well, to
my
go along
idea.
with that, to go along with that, you can see examples of the faces of some barbecue places, businesses that are not black, but if you go back into the pit And even today, some of the popular ones like Goldie's, we're not the face of it, but we're doing the work. And we've been doing the work for a lot of years, being like these pit masters, grill masters, but we're not the face of those businesses for whatever reason in locations. And I think people got the perception, for whatever reason, that they can detach the whole history or origin of barbecue to what is popular to them because they see whatever faith is on that business. And they forget how that history has come to be. And we got to pay respect to that, because they learn from us, but they should not take from us. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes 1,000%. It's barbecue is for everybody, like you said. I definitely appreciate y'all shining the light on that, and it's what y'all talk about. It can ruffle feathers because people don't want to talk about race, but it is what it is, and y'all brave enough to say, hey, some of this stuff ain't right. YouTube ain't right. Social media ain't right. These podcasts ain't right. So y'all are pretty much, even though y'all just doing the barbecue stuff, but y'all like freedom fighters standing up for the rights, because 5 years from now, y'all might make a difference there. All this is changed and everything is pretty much even, but you never know until y'all stepped out there and said, hey, we're going to make a difference. So definitely big props to y'all for what y'all doing, because it's not easy, because if people don't, that's one subject people don't like talking about is race, and it exists. So we can't act like it doesn't happen.
Now, we will say that barbecue is definitely for everyone. Everyone should experience barbecue in their own lane, wherever that is. But at a certain capacity, and this ain't just barbecue, in any aspect of life, give props to where the origin came from. Don't try to massage the history to mix with a narrative. That's all we ask. That's all we ask. We can all share this together because it's food. It brings us together. But don't exclude us from the narrative. That's all we're asking. That's all. We love everyone. We want to have everybody at the table. But we want to be welcome at the table as well, not just to help. That's it.
There you go. Because when it's award time, you standing there by yourself while somebody working the
There you go.
There you go. Exactly. For real. So that's a story for a different day. But
Yep.
outside of the podcast, when y'all doing content, I know that Greer has a YouTube page, and I saw you got 149 videos on there. And how do you come up with your ideas for what you're going to cook for your YouTube page?
So basically, all it really is me being hungry and figuring out what I'm gonna eat, and I just record. It's not like I'm sitting around, what is YouTube gonna want to watch me do? I'm already cooking, so throw the camera on, record it. I want some steaks today. And okay, I'm about to make a video doing some steaks. I want a brisket. Do I'm making a brisket? Like, everything I eat is something somebody else gonna eat. So, so they go watch it if they want to. If not, watch the next video. It is what it is. I'm not out here for clicks. I'm just throwing it on there, showing people what I'm doing, and they might see something they want to try or tweak they doing to add something I did. They might not like what I did and figure out that's not something they want to do to their food. But either way, that's what it's there for. For me, I call it YouTube University. So all it is a place to go and learn something. Like when I need stuff done, YouTube, no matter what it is.
Exactly.
Like I had a pipe bust in my wall when it was cold. The plumber came out, went through the wall in my bedroom to get to it. But they ain't tell me they don't fix the wall. So here I am with this big ass hole in my wall. And I'm like, it's cold outside, the air coming in. YouTube, like, how do you fix a hole in the wall? I watched about 15 different videos. I was like, all right, I'm going to try what this person did because it looked simple and easy. And I fixed that dang old hole in the wall. But now it led me to a different problem because the paint that I use don't really match. So now I'm about to paint the whole damn room.
Still mad
You
about that.
again and figure out how to use a paint gun. And went out and bought a paint gun. So that's gonna be my project next week is to go on and paint that room. So like YouTube, like it's just a university. People use it for whatever they need. I'm not gonna sit and rack my brain about what I'm gonna cook for somebody to eat.
Exactly. I mean, YouTube. I discovered I used to watch YouTube a lot, but since I had my baby, I just sit in the room all day just watching YouTube while I'm watching her, and I done learned so many different things. And it's amazing the amount of stuff that's on there. I told my wife, anything you can think of that you need to do, it's on there. And somebody has a video for it.
Yep.
Who needs a library anymore?
Exactly.
Sorry. Keep the libraries open. I was just joking.
People don't even read books no more. It's just
Reading.
Video.
What is reading?
Sir.
That's it. You hide something, hide it in a book. Because people ain't reading it.
There's a place to hide it.
All right. So for folks that's listening and want to support y'all and get involved, what's the best way to connect with the Black Smoke Barbecue community?
Ooh. All right. So we have a few avenues, and you guys can like let me know if I forget anything. So we have our IG, Instagram for those that don't like acronyms, Black Smoke Barbecue on there, Facebook, we're on there too. YouTube, very heavy on YouTube. So please find our full episodes there. We're on every podcast platform known to man. And we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Black Smoke Barbecue. Barbecue spelled all the way out. We have a lot of content that we put together for you folks, for every type of audience. We try to hit every age range as well. We try to cater to the masses because the way that we operate is we are like a small community as well. We try to bring people in, right? So, man, we're everywhere. We're trying to build up that TikTok. I will say, we're working on that TikTok. So join the TikTok, but we'll be there one day.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not for me, but I try to be on there, but it's it's for the young kids. It's for the young kids.
They're just scrolling up and this, I don't know. My ADD just kicks in like high gear when I just get on TikTok. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it.
Before I let y'all go, I got a few games that I try to play with each guest. Since I'm gonna let you do the first one. You know, in college basketball, they got the tournament bracket.
Oh yeah,
I did a tournament bracket of 16 meats that you cook on the grill.
16.
Yeah, I did.
Oh man.
And what you do is just pick whatever one that you like to eat the most, and we'll go from there. Matchup number 1: hamburger versus steak.
I like me a good hamburger. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Next matchup: pork ribs versus pork belly.
Pork ribs all day, man. All day.
All right.
That's what I built my business off of. Pork ribs all day.
Hot dog versus smoked chicken.
Smoked chicken, but the skin has to be bite through, or else I'm taking that hot dog. If you give me floppy skin, I'm taking that hot dog.
Burnt ends versus pork chops.
My wife, she cooks some damn good pork chop. I'm taking that all day. I love me some burnt ends, but damn that fried pork chop, boy.
Yeah, I love pork chop.
Yes, sir.
All right. Smoked turkey versus sausage.
What type of sauces are we talking about now?
Any sausage.
Because it's technically a sausage casing, so I might have to say sausage because of the variety of sausage.
Okay. Smoked ham versus barbecue shrimp.
I'm taking shrimp all day, man. I was born in the coast.
Lamb versus brisket.
Oh, I'm taking lamb all day. Lamb. Oh, man. Oh, hey, look, I was judging brisket this past weekend. I still had some jerk lamb. Okay? All right.
Tastes too gamey to me.
All you gotta do is put a little Dijon mustard on there, let it sit a little bit, take that all out.
Beef ribs versus smoked bologna.
Beef ribs. I'm country, I ain't that country.
You'd be surprised. Two bologna won twice.
What? Dang.
Harry
Alright.
Sue and I think it was Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue.
Over beef ribs? I'm surprised. Okay.
Hell of bologna.
You get in that big loaf and you gotta cut it yourself?
It must be that wagyu back.
For real.
It definitely ain't the one with the red ring around it.
That's what I want to talk about. It ain't that guanly.
Ain't that bar S bologna?
They didn't grow up like that, so. Once I moved out the house, that was it for me and bologna. All right, next round we got hamburger and pork ribs.
I'm picking ribs all day, man. All day.
All right, chicken and pork chop.
Whew. I'm picking chicken because the variety of chicken that you can do. Jerk chicken is my favorite. Let's
All right.
go.
Sausage versus shrimp.
Shrimp all day. All day.
Okay. And lamb versus beef ribs.
Depends on who's cooking the beef ribs. If it's Kevin Bledsoe, I'm going for the beef ribs. If it's anybody else, I'm going for the lamb. Shout out to Kev.
All right. So we got pork ribs versus chicken and shrimp versus lamb.
All right. Pork and shrimp. Straight up.
Okay. And final two is shrimp versus pork ribs, and the winner is.
I made my money off of pork, so baby, let's go with them ribs.
All right. All right, game number two, Mr. Greer. I got another bracket, 16 greatest athletes of all time. All right, matchup number one, Tom Brady versus Lionel Messi.
I want that win.
Brady. And that's because I'm a football fan more than a soccer fan. Hey, it is what it is.
All right, next matchup, Michael Jordan versus Dale Earnhardt.
Michael Jordan.
Okay. Usain Bolt versus Serena Williams.
Serena.
All right. Michael Phelps versus LeBron James.
LBJ.
Okay. Ken Griffey Jr. versus Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
Ooh, saucy.
Tiger Woods versus Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo versus Wayne Gretzky.
Ronaldo.
Okay. Roger Federer versus Muhammad Ali.
Cassius Clay.
Why are you playing? Why was that even an option?
Anybody can tell you when they gonna knock your ass out and do it. That's the number one.
All right. Brady versus Michael Jordan.
Boy, you had to think about
Jordan.
What you thinking long?
I was debating, I was like, football, you got so many people helping you versus basketball is like maybe four people helping you, so you really got to put it on more. So
It's Michael
it's a
Jordan,
little
though.
bit more to win that game in basketball.
It's Michael Jordan, though. It's
Yeah.
Serena versus LeBron.
Serena.
All right. Simone Biles versus Kobe Bryant.
Simone.
All right. And Ronaldo versus Ali.
Ali.
Final four, Michael Jordan versus Serena.
MJ.
And Simone Biles versus Ali.
I'm going to go with Biles.
Woo!
And I'm saying that
The crowd goes
she
wild.
bad as fuck, bro. She gymnastics. You see the stuff she be doing? Can't nobody else do it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I've seen many people knock somebody out, but I don't feel like I ain't even got to go to a boxing match to watch people get knocked out. I can stand down on the corner.
Hit a quitter.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking
She's rare. Them knockouts ain't rare.
about. And Michael Jordan versus Biles.
Wow.
Yep.
Simone, number one.
All right. And game number 3 for Mr. Jeff. All right, I got a barbecue version of Would You Rather. All right, would you rather forget to season your meat or forget to rest it?
Forget to rest it.
Would you rather cook on a janky borrowed smoker or a brand new one you never used?
Let's say a janky borrowed smoker.
All right. Would you rather cook chicken thighs forever or never be allowed to cook pork ribs again?
Say that again. You said cook chicken thighs forever.
Would you rather cook chicken thighs forever or never be allowed to cook pork ribs again? So that means that's all you can grill is chicken thighs.
I'll tell you what, I'll take the chicken thighs because I can be versatile. I can put that in anything. Ribs is they just ribs. But chicken thighs, man, you can put that in pasta. You can eat them plain. You can do so much with it. And I always say it's the most flavorful part of the bird.
Okay.
Don't let Charlie hear you saying that about them ribs. That boy's sensitive about that shit.
Hey, that made me money. That's all. That was my money getter right there. Love me some ribs.
Would you rather be a bench warmer on the championship team or a star on the losing team?
Star on the losing team.
All right.
Give it
And
Arenas.
would you rather get tackled by Ray Lewis or cook against Aaron Franklin?
I'll talk to Aaron Franklin. I'll pick up some stuff for him.
Allegedly,
Nah, I'm not gonna
we all know how fool Ray Lewis is.
Yeah.
I ain't got no sponsor.
And allegedly,
Would you rather be featured on ESPN for your barbecue or win a national barbecue title with no media?
ESPN.
All right.
The barbecue titles, man. One thing I'll say when it comes to this, man, is I've come across many of people, man, that make some slamming barbecue that have never once been in a competition. They know what they're doing. And I'm not diminishing anybody that's in barbecue, but I'm just saying the spotlight doesn't necessarily mean you're not a great cook. So
That's definitely
Hey,
true.
put
Very
me
true.
on college game day. I'll cook their food.
Would you rather run out of fuel halfway through a comp or forget your rubs?
I'd rather run out of fuel because I'll just go borrow from somebody else. And if you haven't seasoned that meat,
All right. Would you rather win a barbecue contest but get no prize or come in second and win $1,000?
I tell you what, we had Kirby that used to talk about those long rides home and you didn't after all the money you put in the competition. So I'd rather just get that $1,000.
Hey, nothing wrong with reserve.
Yeah.
Would you rather grill with gas forever or never eat ribs again?
You said grill with gas forever or never eat ribs.
Yes.
looking at you, Jeff.
Man, I'm not big on gas, man. When it comes to flavor, you're talking about taking something away or affecting the flavor I get from anything. So I gotta, yeah, man, I can't do gas, bro.
All right, gentlemen, your therapy session is over. If y'all have any comments or anything to promote further, y'all welcome to do your individual pages on social media. Y'all welcome to promote those also.
All right, so for me, you can catch me on all the major platforms, being YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. No, I'm sorry, I don't do Twitter X no more. I deleted that crap. At Grill and Smoke Barbecue.
All right. You can catch me at Outdoors with Jeff. That's GEOFF on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Sometimes on Black Planet, you can catch me on there. Very rarely. Hey brother, we trying to bring Black
still trying,
Planet back
huh?
now.
Planet.
You still trying?
We still trying.
Oh, boy.
Still trying on that one.
Wait, this must be a new type of Black Planet because when I used to be on it many years ago, that was like a way to meet people.
Yeah. Hey brother.
Different type
Hey,
of grilling.
Hey man, it's some
They got a
folks on
food
that.
section now.
It's a way to meet people
Female grillers.
Hey, bro, it's some folks up there that talk about different things, but we're trying to bring it back. And you can also catch me in the comments on Black Smoke Barbecue on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
You can catch me everywhere you see the name CharlieMaverick. That is Charlie Maverick on all the socials, and part-time in the comments, alternating with Jeff. We try to keep it engaging. And yeah, make sure y'all hit up the Patreon. Patreon.com/Black Smoke Barbecue.
Oh, I wanted to ask y'all, what is that after dark stuff?
Man,
Good time.
good times, man. Yeah, I don't know if you watch Bill Maher Overtime, that whole thing, but it's like the off the cuff. We can't say stuff on YouTube sometimes, but we just chill. We talk about non-barbecue stuff, barbecue stuff, world stuff, just stuff.
Sports.
Yeah, sports, everything. Yeah.
What's your favorite beverage?
Favorite beverage.
So definitely, like I said, I appreciate what y'all doing out there, because I wouldn't have started this without that. I definitely faithfully listen to y'all episodes, because I just listened to the one of y'all had TFTI guy.
Oh, man.
I just listened to him.
fun.
I had saw him at Smoke Slam and met him, but I definitely appreciate what y'all doing for me and the community. Y'all keep up the good work and just hang in there, and y'all are making a difference. I just want to let y'all know that, regardless.
All love,
Appreciate
brother.
it. Appreciate it, brother, man. And we got to get you on the pod as well, man. So we're going to look forward to have you on our platform as well, man.
Hey, that's fine. I come in and add what I can, but y'all might have sponsors.
You know, we don't get that rowdy, you know.
Y'all might have to put a blur over my mouth or something. I said something wrong.
You ain't cussing nothing yet,
No,
so
I
think
don't
you good.
cuss. I don't cuss, but
You ain't called nobody out their name.
I just, I
I'm on there.
don't want to say that wrong.
I got the censor.
That's 20 years of army for me. I can't help it. It just come out sometimes.
I mean, that's why I say I don't have no sponsors. Hey, say what you want, but definitely, hey, I would if y'all send an invite. So definitely, anybody that I come across, I'm definitely going to send them y'all way also, because like I told you, I talked to Pitmaster Cheese. He sent some people my way, and a couple
Yeah.
other people.
Shout out to Pitmaster Cheese.
Yeah. So it's been a great ride so far. I try to just tough it out and do what I can. So I definitely appreciate y'all and y'all reaching out to me and just helping me on this journey and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate it. And I wish y'all
Thanks
the
for
best
having
of
us,
luck.
dude.
Anytime y'all need me, hey, I'm there. So that's all I
Sure,
have.
brother.
But I appreciate y'all coming on this episode. And America, we'll see you next episode. We just wrapped up another session of barbecue therapy. Remember, stay patient, stay passionate, and keep that fire burning. Hit subscribe, share the good smoke, and pay the secretary on your way out. Have a blessed day.